Hey everyone, welcome to the Montys. It's our first episode of stories of our life, our parts, and the long walk towards being whole, I guess. And we just wanted to start sharing some stories. Want to Since it's our first episode, want to welcome everyone watching. This is great. And because it's a first episode, it's likely that we're still testing some things out. So hang in there and bear with us. But we're the Monties, and we're going to preview today's sort of theme of the show. It's hopefully about 10 minutes long. We'll see how long it goes. We want to talk about our role as Beethoven's ghost in Queen of the Library, which is starting performances tonight in Winona at Sugarloaf Community Theatre. We're very excited about that, and we thought that this day, since it's the premiere of that show, that it would be a good day to premiere our episode storytelling here as well. We want to talk a little bit about music and where we live, so it'll be pretty quick episode. We look forward to sharing many more stories and get in deep as we go. But we're also going to test some things out here. So we were struggling to get our recording to start, believe it or not. So we're going to come over here and we're going to create that slideshow there. And we're going to try transitioning here. All right, awesome. Well, again, welcome to the show. So episode 1. Today we're very excited about it, and I'm sure it'll be a little bit of a cluster, but that's how it goes in content making. All right, so about a year ago, almost a year ago, 11 months ago, we moved here to Peterson, Minnesota, and it's a former school, as you can tell from the pictures. Some photos from the front and the back of the building. It's beautiful here. We're in the driftless area of Minnesota, bluff country. We're surrounded by bluffs. Friends of ours bought the property about 3 years ago, and we moved in almost a year ago, and it's in the process, a nice long process of development, and it's just getting going. They've done a tremendous amount of work already, cleaning up the space. It was abandoned for a few years, and it's a former school, middle school. I think it was a high school gym at one time, different things. A lot of people in Peterson here went here. So we've been really excited about living here. We have the old math room that we live in, and we've been learning how to take some of the gardening skills we learned at Kailash Eco Village in Portland, where we lived for 10 years before moving here, and start trying to apply them to, it's about 3 acres of land out there, all grass. There's a dike, a hill around the property, and so we just wanted to try to grow a bunch of stuff this year to see what would grow, see what the challenges are, see what's difficult, see what's possible, see what we need in the future to develop the gardens. And so we made some garden beds, and we'll be talking about that in other episodes. What I really want to talk about today is our role as Beethoven. And so we joined music, we'll get to in a second, but we are part of the Winona Community Chorale, and we had our first season last winter. And one of the people in the chorale is Seamus Schwabe, and he has been at that time working on a musical that would premiere at his theater company, the nonprofit called Sugarloaf Community Theatre. And so we participated in a 24-hour theater with Sugarloaf. because Seamus would make the announcements at choir. So we tried that out, and that was awfully fun. And then we decided to audition for Queen of the Library. And so we did that, and the audition was, we didn't read our email carefully enough, you know? And, so then we didn't prepare a song. We had some songs, but we forgot about it. We didn't have a song prepared, and they asked us to sing the song that we had prepared, and we didn't. Fortunately, the piano teacher, piano accompanist was Lisa from choir, and so we decided to sing Happy Birthday. Anyway, I don't want to talk about the audition because we were cast as Beethoven's ghost and started rehearsing shortly thereafter. And it's been about a little over a month of rehearsals, learning lines, learning songs, learning dance steps, learning rhythms and timing, transitions between scenes. It's just been a tremendous amount of fun and challenging. We've never really been so challenged as combining all these elements of singing, singing lyrics, the timing, the rhythm, all those things. So anyway, we've been working pretty hard at it every day, doing our lines. And last night was the last rehearsal, and it went pretty well. The thing about community theater or theater in general is, nothing's ever quite perfect, or at least our experience so far is each rehearsal there's always something or other that I'll fumble, bumble. Anyway, but it's been a tremendous amount of fun learning Beethoven's character, and we have a really fun character. He's big, self-centered. Obviously, he's Beethoven, so he's thinks he's the greatest person on earth, and but kind of a lonely guy. And he gets to tutor the main actor, Lila. Anyway, so we're really excited for the performance, and we hope it goes as well as possible tonight. We really like the cast. People of varying ages from 12 up to older than myself. So anyway, so we're really looking forward to that. I'm sure we'll be nervous throughout the day. Our voice is a little raspy, so there's a lot of smoke in the area from the wildfires up north in Canada. And so it's pretty unhealthy out there, and I think that's been affecting our voice. But, there's always challenges, and some of the things we're trying to keep in mind is to be fearless, and that we're fearless, and that we're resilient, and be resilient. So no matter what happens, take it and move on from there. Don't be expecting things to always work out the way you think they might, or you hope that things happen, and you have to adapt. And in these stories, we hope to really venture into how we started how we started learning about life and different things, so that we can share those stories and how we came to be, really, in many ways. So the next thing I want to talk about, of course, which has been probably one of the most important things I ever started on a journey on, is music. And it's all thanks to our really good friend, David, aka Denver Joe. And there's a whole bunch of stories about our friendship and relationship from my time living in Portland that we will try to delve into over these episodes, but not today. But he's the one that really encouraged us to start learning music. He helped us buy our keyboard, which is right over there, a fairly reasonably priced Alesis keyboard. I think it was $200, and it still works great, and we use it almost every day. At that time, though, when we started in November of 2020, we really had no music background, and we were music's allowed us to help untangle a lot of the baggage that we carry. We were, especially at that time in 2020, we realized there was a lot of baggage, and we'll get into all these things, different episodes. But music first basically started out as a mental health tool, and it has worked wonders, but not magically and not without its incredible challenges along the way. But I really believe that learning, for me anyway, learning music, especially rhythm and singing and body awareness and body memorizing things, these things, as we've learned them over the years, and we'll delve into this much more, has really rubbed up against all that baggage, anxiety, depression, our different parts, the sort of walls we've created in our body and mind that were on autopilot, a lot of habits that were either self-destructive or just unhealthy or not negative. And music slowly but surely has started to untangle some of those old stories, you could call them, old habits, from a lot of them from long ago, from growing up, different things happening to us then, adverse kind of experiences. And through the process of learning and learning rhythm, and through the process of doing that in the body, whether that's been singing or guitar or piano or now, of course, musical theater, it's really changed our lives. And so we can't say enough about it. We started our musical journey in 2020 of November, bought a guitar December 1st, 2020. That first year was really rough. We had an early teacher. She helped us with some early vocals and a little bit of guitar and a little bit of piano. And every time we tried to stretch our voice, it would almost send us in panic attacks, or it would sometimes, because it was really rubbing up against the things that were all bound up. And we'll get to more of this. We found there's been a couple of places we found in our journey with music that have really helped us along the way. And one of those was Community Jams in Portland. They just opened a new space in Beaverton. Anyway, so we went there thinking we would try to play guitar. We didn't know guitar very well. Guitar, if you don't know, is a very challenging instrument and takes quite a while, quite a commitment to make it not sound awful. Because at first it can sound really awful and it needs a lot of repetition. And but at that first Community Jams meetup, we also realized we could sing there. And so the next time we went, we started going regularly, and we started trying to sing and practicing songs with artists, a Tom Petty song or other types of songs that we'll probably get into down the road. But we realized it was a real big challenge to sing the vocals when we were not singing with the artist, right? So we didn't know how to practice, we didn't know what to do, but we kept coming back and trying. We would fall out of tune, fall out of key often, but we kept coming back because at the end of the day, it was a lot of fun, and I love singing. About a year goes by, and again, our friend David, aka Denver Joe, almost made us go to Burning Man. So I think this was 2022. And we did go, and we ran across a lot of music there. There was a bluegrass camp, there was a piano bar, but we ran across the choir there, the Playa Choir, and we listened to some performances there, and we were inspired to start doing more for our vocals. And so we watched some YouTube, after we got back from Burning Man, we watched some YouTube videos Jeff Rolka and a couple others who were recommended by some singers at community jams. And we just started doing exercises, vocal exercises every day. And we also joined a choir in Portland called Blueprint Arts. And one of they have many ensembles, but we joined the Sunday night ensemble. We were, what was our color? It's the green one. I can't remember the color, but it's green. Anyway, we'll remember it at some point. Let's see, Emerald, of course, it was Emerald. And through 2 years then with singing the choir, we ended up joining 3 of the ensembles, Orange, Emerald, and Aquamarine, and also continuing going to community jams regularly. And we even took some lessons. Our voice improved dramatically, and our ability to sing in key, in tune most of the time, and really helped us also getting our voice across the keys that we can sing. Really helped untangle our parts and our voices, and though not without a lot of pain, and again, every new thing, whether we went from trying to do 1 to 5, do, sol, that sort of interval, but when we tried, I remember trying to do an octave interval, and it set off panic. A friend of ours at Community Jams, Tom, recommended that we recommended his guitar coach, Brad. And so we started with Brad, I think, in May of 2022. So again, so this was a little bit before Burning Man. Our dates are a little bit fuzzy because there was so much happening. Anyway, so guitar, we still see Brad every 2 weeks via Zoom, and we've progressed so much on guitar, and we'll get to all of that down the road. But here's some pictures of us and then we went back to Burning Man. So I think in Burning Man of 2023, we actually joined the choir. Again, not planning to. We went to Burning Man because it deserves many episodes, and we'll get to Burning Man in future episodes. But we joined Playa Choir and had to learn songs that week, and then we performed them. We performed with the Philharmonic there, and it was very dusty, but then it cleared up, and then it rained that year, which created a lot of mess, but we gave a really great concert, and some of our songs are on YouTube that we recorded. And so anyway, so that is that. We hope to do this storytelling with some musical background. We hope to maybe even have some recordings from the show with Beethoven and some other things in the future. But I just wanted to get this first one done and over with in a lot of ways. Learn a little bit about what we need to make it happen from images. We still have audio to deal with, but and of course the sound, the quality of the sound, and hopefully I'm able to be heard. So in closing, I think next episode we're going to talk a little bit more about our life here in Peterson, current, and with some reflections from our time in Portland. And and we hope to talk about the show because it's happening tonight, tomorrow. There's a matinee and Sunday, so there'll be 3 episodes, 3 shows, Friday tonight, Saturday and Sunday, and so really looking forward to that, and can't wait to share about those shows. So our next episode will probably be a look back on our time with being Beethoven, and the Winona Community Chorale starts up. It's already started, but we had to miss the first rehearsal last night because of the show. but that starts on Thursday again, so we'll start back up learning songs, and our concert for that is in November. So there's a lot going on. We're just really grateful for all the things, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. And what do they say on YouTube? Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Right now, we're just lucky ducks. Montys are very lucky ducks, and yeah, we're grateful. Thank you.